Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today we played the Hinson Lake 2025 Trilogy Challenge in Rockingham, North Carolina. This is one of my favorite courses really in the state. I absolutely love playing this course. It's a kind of a putter throwers course or mid throwers course. None of the holes are that long, except there's one over 500 feet, but most of them are less than 300. Quite a few are less than 200 feet. You know, they're pick your line and hit your line with your putter shots. So it's really fun to play this course, and I absolutely enjoy it. But I had a great time out here today. Had a really good card, fun card. Bunch of good guys, so I really enjoyed it. And you know, everyone had the same 3 discs from Dynamic. Had the Peak, the Truth, and the Stag. So everyone was playing with the same 3 discs, so it makes everybody kind of on the same playing field. Hole 1 through the Peak is a little more stable than I expected in that base plastic, so I went OB. Unfortunately, this OB is very tight on this hole and missed my my par putt there. But I'm gonna start off, take a bogey to start, but it's gonna get a lot better, or not a lot better, but it's gonna get better. So we're 1 over through 1. Hole 2, 210 feet. I'm throwing the Truth here. I gave it a really good throw off the tee and just caught that late tree. It was going right towards the basket. But this is going to be a birdie putt here. And I'm going to just leave it to the right. It was the right distance. Easy tap in for par. Hole 3, I'm going to take the Peak here again. And really good throw out of the hand. Felt great. Right down the line. Nice hyzer right to the basket. Going to be an easy drop in birdie, just about. No, pretty easy tap in here. Hole 4, I'm taking the Peak again. This is a big turnover backhand, and this one I got it turned over better. However, that stability on that putter did come out, unfortunately, and I went OB, so I had to come back here to the drop zone. I was pin high. I was just in the street down there, which is OB. So that was my par putt. Left it just a little bit short. And it's going to be a tap in for bogey. I'm going to be back to +1 again. Hole number 5, I'm taking the Truth here, 249 feet. Throw it right down that outside line. And it's just going to filter right down towards the basket. It's going to be a little bit short. I think I caught the hill in the wrong way, and it slid down instead of skipping towards the basket. That was a really bad upshot there, but it's going to leave me this kind of short putt to save the par. Hole 6, I'm throwing, I believe this is my first throw with the Stag. Yes, that's the Stag, and really good disc. I really enjoyed throwing this today. Stood up real easy. It was easy to flip up. This is another bad approach shot, unfortunately. They were just kind of slipping out of my hands just a little bit. It was very hot and very humid out here today. That Peak was kind of just slipping just a little bit, but I figured it out later. Hole 7, throwing the Truth. Tried to turn over backhand, and it just did not turn over for me. And I hit a tree late down there and kicked hard left into the woods here. I have a little teeny window to get through, and I just do make it. And had a great shot here. Gonna put it pin high. This was to save par. Gave myself the chance, and I'm gonna hit the left side chains. Unfortunately, it's gonna be a tap in for bogey. It's gonna be a +2. Hole 8, throwing the Truth here, 230 feet. I'm gonna go with the wide lane. Out of the hand, it felt wonderful. Good shot. I'll put it inside the circle. Here, this is just inside circle for the birdie. Had that little limb to contend with. I think if I hadn't hit that, I might have made that putt, but it was an easy par. Hole 9, throwing the Truth again, and this was a really good shot. This is a hard line if you're not throwing something on a forehand or lefty backhand. None of the discs we really had today were conducive for forehands for me. So I had to try to figure out what to do with backhands for most of the day. I think I threw one forehand. That was the easy par. Moving into hole 10, throwing the stag again. This is my first bad shot with the stag. It's just going to come out a little early, unfortunately, and hit that tree early. I didn't realize, and my foot did slip a little bit. I was looking down to see what I slipped on. It was just sand all over the tee pad. But I did find out after this throw, I think I made the comment that, oh, there goes my par save chance, and they all said, no, this is a par 4. I completely didn't realize that. So this was my upshot for birdie. I got it about as close as I could. That tree was in the way to get a better angle on it, but I did make the circle's edge putt to save the par. Hole 11, I'm throwing the peak, and in my head I was thinking ace run, and I just threw it low. It was the right line, I just threw it too low. But I'm going to have this putt here for the birdie. I'm going to pop it right in there. Not an easy birdie, but we got it. We got it back to +1. Hole 12, I'm throwing the truth here. And I wanted it to flip up for me, and I thought it was going to at first, and it just didn't quite do it. So it left me out here to the left for the birdie putt from long distance. I gave it a good shot, gave it a good bit at it. Put it just under the basket, another par. And this shot here, hole 13, 518-foot par 4, throwing the stag, and it had a big headwind. And you can't really see it here. Oh, no, you can see it. It just got up and rode hard right into the trees, way OB. Not a good shot. That's me just looking at it going, how in the world did that happen? And it was just the wind. Just the headwind grabbed it and threw it right. So this is for par here. Or not par, this is my third shot. This is for birdie. Got the stag again. I said I'm going to throw it out to the left and trust that it does what it did last time, and it did. And it got me down real close to the basket. This is my par putt, way outside the circle. About right here, I thought I got it, and then clank. Just nailed the top of the cage. It was so close. Hole 14, taking the truth again. And out of the hand, I thought I had it, and it just started to fade out at the very end. It actually went long, slightly long here and left. I didn't have any ceiling to get through here, so it was more of a layup than a run, because I just couldn't quite get it high enough to get it to the basket. So easy par. Hole 15, the truth again. This one was an awesome shot. I threw this one about as perfect as I could, right down the middle of the pipe. Just kissed off that middle tree, then clanked off that far tree and rolled back to the basket. So this is going to be a short birdie putt, which I'm going to manage to, do what I do best, and completely whiff the putt. This is my putt back for par. So, saved the par there, but I didn't make it easy on myself. Hole 16, there wasn't much here to do with these discs to get anything to turn over, so that's the only thing I can do is to throw a backhand with the lefty backhand. So I decided to pull it out here, and it was the right call because I about aced this basket. Halfway to that basket, I thought, I've got an ace run going, and I put it really close here. It'd be a pretty easy birdie tap in. I was able to get it back to +1. Hole 17, taking the truth again, or the truth, I'm sorry. And on this one, I told myself, just get it to the middle. Anything short is OB. You've got to go to a drop zone. So I said, just get it into play. Don't worry about going for the basket. And that's what I did. I put it pin high, just way left. Because if you go deep and left, it's open. You don't want to be short on this hole. So it was an easy par by getting where I got to. 18 is a difficult hole. I threw the peak off the tee just to get it out here into the middle, which I did.
Might have been a good kick.
Got it right to this safe area. Everything you see there in the middle that's rock is hazard. This is the guy on my card. He about put that in the basket. So I want to put that in the video there. That is almost throw in for his birdie. But this is my birdie shot here. I wanted to go wide because I didn't want to go, the more left it goes, the more narrow it gets. So I wanted to keep it kind of wide and open. And this is my par putt, which I'm going to manage to completely whiff the basket again. So this is going to be a comeback bogey here. Pretty easy tap-in bogey. So I'm 2 over going into the last hole. If I can ace it, I can go even. 226-foot island hole, blind shot. We're all just listening for chains. Listening, and no chains. But we're going to get up here. I was very close. I wish I could see how close me and Parker were, because we both had very similar shots. Ended up at the same spot. Just would love to see how close we came to acing that one. But got it back to 1 over. With the birdie, and actually finished second place for my division. I was in the 800 to 850 rating division. It was non-sanctioned, so it was not a rated round. So didn't have to worry about it being on ratings or anything. But it was very fun. I got second place in that division, and I had a good time. It was, like I say, it was just over an hour and a half drive to get down to there from where I am in North Carolina, and anytime I can get down there to play a tournament, I do, because I love that course. It's such a fun course to play. Pretty much almost every hole is runnable, and very birdieable. I had a few unfortunate OBs. Wood shots, things like that, bad approaches, a couple of missed. I could have easily been, 4 or 5 down had I not made those mistakes. So overall, loved the round. It was a great round. Can't wait to get back. September 13th, I'm going back down to that area to play Bear Creek. I can't wait to bring that course to the channel. If you've never played Bear Creek, it's in the center of the state. It is a beautiful course, and I look forward to bringing that to the channel so you can see it if you've never seen it before. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you again next time.